Say friends, my name is Fergus T. Longacre. I am working on putting a presentation together on my approach to the Forrest Fenn treasure poem. I'm new to YouTube, so I wanted to test out making a video that discusses an aberration to my approach. I am not the finder, nor do I claim to be the finder, nor do I claim I had anything about the poem correct. So if I say anything you disagree with, it's just my opinion. Anyway, this video involves the final stanza of the treasure poem, and in particular, the line, "Your effort will be worth the cold." In my approach, I don't think this line is a clue, but it might be a hint, in particular to a water entry, where the cold is something you need to endure during the course of your journey. If you're in the chase community, you probably know of Smell the Sunshine, who makes some of the highest production value videos on the chase, and one of his videos analyzes the line, "Your effort will be worth the cold," where his thesis is that the line reads better to consider the transition worth to require a cost that's offset by a benefit. His position, as I understand it, is that effort seems to be a cost on its face, and therefore the cold must be the benefit, and where a water entry would not make sense as a benefit. Now, I don't know if it's per se improper to structure a phrase of A will be worth B and have both of them be seemingly negative on their face. And in that vein, I want to consider this partial quote. And the speaker says, "These dark days will be worth all they cost us if they teach us that our true destiny is not to be ministered unto, but to minister to ourselves and to our fellow men." And the speaker states two clearly negative things, these dark days and all they cost us, and they're separated by will be worth. And you could argue that the quote is not directly analogous since it's referring to a contingent down the road benefit, but there's no clear inherent benefit to either term. And Sunshine's case appears to be that there's no inherent benefit to effort as a general term. But if we consider it to mean a proper effort towards finding the chest, it's not hard to imagine where the benefit is implied if we listen good. But the other nice thing about this quote is what the speaker says before this statement. And here the speaker says, "Happiness lies not in the mere possession of money. It lies in the joy of achievement, in the thrill of creative effort. The joy and moral stimulation of work no longer must be forgotten in the mad chase of evanescent profits." And here the speaker uses effort in a sense that is positive as a thrill. If I had to guess, I don't think Forrest Fenn views the word effort as having a negative connotation. I think the most unrewarding part of life for him is feeling like you can't be out doing things, like fishing or hiking or excavating a 1,000-room pueblo. And that's what he wanted the chase to be. Get out in the mountains, turning over logs and learning. So, to me, effort has an inherent benefit, at least in the mind of the architect. If Forrest is speaking to the finder here, then the effort as a result of listening good implies finding the chest as a benefit. If Forrest is speaking to his general audience, then he knows that there's always something to learn and a way to improve yourself by putting in effort. And I don't think it's an accident that Forrest titled his book The Thrill of the Chase rather than The Thrill of the Find. And given some of the themes and the language of this quote, you might want to guess it was originally written or said by Forrest. And I can't prove that's not the case, but either way, it's also from FDR's inaugural address. I mean, for my purposes, it would have been better if it had been Teddy Roosevelt so I could tie it into Yellowstone, but I still think it puts Forrest's choice of language in good company. So I decided to make this video a separate aspect to test out my janky method of making YouTube videos. But I'm looking forward to getting my full approach out there to see if the community can piece together a correct answer while we wait to see if the finder decides whether he wants to share the correct approach or not. And the suspense is terrible. I hope it lasts.